this tutorial is for Thinglink, which is a very cool tool that I've recently discovered. So I'm going to walk you through how to create your account and how to start setting up your images. So in their words, it is an award-winning education technology platform that makes it easy to augment images, videos, and virtual tours with additional information and links. So you take a picture and you can add icons that students will click, and then they can read additional information, they can look at maps, whatever you want to add to that. So to start, and I do have the free version, but I'm going to walk you through how to set up an account first. So to start, you can log in with your Gmail account, and I'm going to use our PDA account for the purpose of logging in here. Continue. I'll leave that as my name. All right, and I started with classroom learning, and it's going to ask you your role. So your students can actually use this. I've seen some teachers create some, or have their students create some really cool interactive pictures to show what they've been learning. All right, so after you filled in your school information, you're going to get started. They do provide you with an informational video that will show you kind of just what you're capable of doing. I'm going to skip that for now, but I do encourage you to watch it because it will inspire you for different ways that you can use Thinglink. And again, they do provide lots of tutorials and examples for you to look at. This one is from Italy. So they have virtual museums, a 360-degree image library, information on remote learning, teacher training, how to document the process, and classroom tours. They also offer live support as you're creating your content. So you go to My Media, and they have some sample videos that you can look at and some sample images. I'm going to show you this one. It's pretty cool. So this is a 3D image, and as you can see, there are little icons that you can click on, and you can move the image up and down. So I click on this one, it looks like a book. And so this is where you can add another image, and then you can add your own information about what the image is representing, whatever you want your students to be reading, and you can cite your sources within that. This is another cool function. It has an immersive reader. So if the students click on this button, it will read the text to them.
The Giant's Causeway is an area of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption.
So that is a really neat way that you are able to differentiate using Thinglink. So now I'm going to go back, and then you can upload images. So this is a close-up of something on this island. I believe there's also, oh yes, so they've included the map, the location of this particular site, so you can see where it is, and I think you can zoom out and get the bigger picture as well. So this is a sample, and I'm going to show you how to edit on the sample. You're going to click this pencil button here, and it's going to bring up three options. So you can add a tag anywhere on the image. The tag can be a label, you can add content from a website, you can create a tour, or you can add text and media. So I'm going to add text and media. And over here on the left-hand side is where you'll do the typing, and it'll appear in the big white box. So here's our example, if I can spell, example, and then you add your description. So this is what it would look like as your, and then if you were to add this is a link that I had previously copied, it would show up here. And then the button text, you can say, you can adjust it to say whatever you want it to say. So a lot of them will say, read more, giving the students the opportunity to read more information about whatever it is that you are having them read about. You can also add an image or video, and you can upload audio. So the audio will be played over whatever you have written here. So it doesn't have to be you reading it. It can simply be additional information you want to give your students. And then I'm going to delete that because it's just an example. And then settings will have you can tag the animation. It'll pulse so that your students are prompted to click on it. You can hide the logo, which is down here in the lower right-hand corner. Again, you can upload more audio, so maybe you want to give your students verbal directions, so you can upload the audio that tells them specifically how to navigate this picture. And then the advanced settings I'm not going to mess with. And then just hit done. And when you're done adding tags to your image, you just hit done and it saves automatically. The settings button will allow you to change the title, and you can also adjust who has access to it. So my organization is what I'm going to have mine set at so that my students can access my documents that I create with their school emails, but you can make it public or unlisted. And if it's unlisted, they would simply need the link, which you could, email out to your kids. Now, let's say you want to find some images to use. They actually do provide some places and images that you can use. This is a 360 view of this temple. You can add it to My Media and it'll clone it, and then you can start editing it or close and save for later. Down here, if you scroll, they do provide links to free images, videos, and sounds that you can upload and or download, I guess, to your computer and then import when you go back to My Media. So to start, you would hit this create button, and that's where you would upload images, videos, or 360-degree images or videos as well. And again, you can find free ones that they already have in this Explore tab. They also have some examples that you can click on, and you can make clones of those. So if this is, a topic that you are going to be teaching your students, for example, you can share it with them. You can download it to be accessed offline. If you go to this 3 dots here, more actions, you can clone it, and then that way you'd be able to edit it to be what you want it to be. And so they have it set up so that when you hover over those particular links, you can it'll show you what is being described there. So that is all I have for this tutorial. Again, they provide lots of tutorials for how to do more with it. You can have your students create accounts, and they can upload images and, make an interactive image tutorial. Whatever you want them to do, they can do that on here as well. This would be a great way to provide resources in one place for all of your students and to make it interactive as well. Happy distance teaching!